Good morning, everyone. So today I am pumped for this video because this first impressions is going to be a really exciting first impressions. I know I kind of say that every time, but this one I'm really excited for in particular, and I think you guys will be too. So let's jump into what I will be doing my first impressions on today. So my first impressions is actually going to be on this right here. Now this is the Maybelline Pure BB Mineral Cushion BB Fresh. That's right, you heard me. I got my hands on the Maybelline BB Cushion. Yes! The packaging that I have here is in Chinese, so I won't be able to do any translating for you guys. Now I know a lot of you guys are gonna ask how I got my hands on this, and I actually had a friend get it for me while she was in China. So I really can't answer any questions about where to get them or how to get one down if you're not living in China or if you're not able to access this easily overseas. But definitely do some research, proceed with caution, and buyer beware as always with pretty much every product that you order from overseas. So yeah, but like I said, I had a friend get this for me, and the shade that I have is in shade 2. I don't know what the shade name is. This has an SPF of 25, PA triple plus, which seems to be the most random SPF to have, but I guess any SPF is good. Inside it has a puff, like the air cushion puffs. This one feels a little bit more velvety, a little bit more spongy than the typical air cushions. Now y'all know this is my favorite part. Like I do with all first impressions of BB creams or any face product, I am not going to use any primer, I'm not going to set it with a powder, and I'm not going to use concealer because I want to see how this works by itself. There is no scent that I can detect from just sniffing the package. Okay, so as you can see, I have a mark right here. It's actually like a little pimple or something. I don't know really what it is, but I've got some redness on this side of my face, obviously around my nose, dark under eye circles, and some redness in between my eyebrows because I accidentally pinched myself with tweezers when I was plucking my unibrow, so that happened. All right, so let's dig in. I'm like super excited for this. Okay, so it looks pretty thick actually. It almost looks like a whipped foundation. It's definitely thicker than most other cushions that I've tried. So let's just see how the coverage is of this. So actually a really good foundation match it looks like, because it's pretty yellow based, at least the shade that I have. It's a bit thick. You can see that the coverage of it is pretty thick. It does seem to sit on the skin a little bit, and I'll zoom in even closer so you guys can see what I'm talking about, but it kind of takes a little bit of working with to get it to kind of sink into my skin. Okay, so this is a really interesting BB cushion because I've never tried a BB cushion that almost looks powdered when you apply it. So I have the BB cream on this side of my face, and then I have nothing on this side, so you guys can kind of see the difference. Okay, so now I'm just going to finish applying this to the rest of my skin. I actually find, as weird as this sounds, that it blends into my skin a lot easier if I kind of pat it on my skin, then let it set for a second, and then go back in and blend it out to kind of get rid of the streakiness or anything like that. And then once it's all blended, like, this is amazing. Like, I'm actually super impressed and excited to see how this wears throughout the day. So I will show you guys what this looks in the natural sunlight, and I will also check in with you guys throughout the day, like I always do, on how this is wearing. This BB cushion on my face now for about 4 hours, and I have some mixed feelings about this BB cream, to be completely honest. From far away, I really like how this looks. It looks really natural. It looks like my skin, but better. But I have to say, it's a little sticky for my liking, and I did end up actually setting it a little bit under my eyes with a teeny tiny bit of powder, like the smallest amount of powder, because it kept creasing underneath my eyes, so that helped a little bit. But like I said, it's sticky where I didn't set it. So anytime like fluff or cat hair or something is like floating in the air, it gets caught on my face, so that's really irritating. But honestly, I could probably just set this foundation or this BB cream and it would be perfectly fine. Now another thing is that from far away it looks really good, but when I kind of like look really close up, I can see that it's kind of like cracking, I guess, on my chin, and kind of I'm wearing weird around my nose in particular. So I'll zoom in so you guys can see that. And like I said, if you set it with a powder, it won't move around as much and crease like that. So I think that would fix the problem, because other than that, it looks really nice and it's still on my face because you can see the blush and everything on my cheeks. So I'm gonna zoom in for you guys so you guys can see what this looks like and see for yourself. Hey guys, so it is now the end of the night and now I'm going to check and see how my foundation looks. I haven't checked it really since the last time that I checked in with you guys, so let's go ahead and see the results. It does look like a lot of it has actually come off. My nose pretty much looks like I don't have any foundation on. I've got some foundation on my cheeks, I can tell, and it's not too creasy, it doesn't look too terrible with that, but yeah, and on my forehead it looks pretty much gone. I think with a primer and a powder this would be amazing. I really love the color match of this. I think it matched my skin tone perfectly, and again, I'm an NC 20 to 25 in MAC foundations. I love the finish of it. I think it looks really natural, and I think this would be suitable for really any skin type, considering you can add a primer and a powder and it would be great for oily skin, and for my dry skin it was moisturizing enough to not really crack or sink into any dry patches or really emphasize dry skin. I would definitely say obviously the downsides are right now this is not launched in the United States. Hopefully they will go global and launch this internationally so that we can all get our hands on this. So maybe if enough of us can kind of get Maybelline's attention, we can get this here in the United States or wherever you live. Also, there are only 2 shades. This is shade 2 and there's a shade 1, so that's obviously shows that there's not a super high shade range. You kind of have to either match the foundation or you really can't use it. Ugh, that last picture was terrible, wasn't it? But since I mentioned it throughout the video, I wanted to see how this BB cushion performed with a primer, concealer, and powder like I would normally wear any type of foundation or BB cream. And I have to say that this did work really well with all of those things. You can see here, this is right after my application of everything, and this is what it looks like when I applied my blush and bronzer, and this is also taken in natural sunlight. And finally, of course, this is what I look like at the end of the day, so you can kind of see how it wore. It did seem to wear a little bit longer, but I just want to throw this little bit in here so you can see what it looked like with all that stuff. But yeah, so I hope you guys had fun reviewing this BB cushion with me. I was super excited to get my hands on this and show you guys this, and yeah, this is awesome and I really like this, and I would definitely recommend this if you can get your hands on it. Anyways guys, I hope you guys are happy and healthy, and don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, and I will see you guys in my next video. I'm tired and I'm gonna go to bed. It's super late right now. Bye guys.